What's going on, guys? Tonight we're going to be unboxing and testing out some of my favorite LED floodlights from one of my favorite companies to work with and to deal with. They do provide a very, very good high quality product, and every time they ask to work with me, I say yes. I have worked with these guys in the past, and that is OnForU. These guys reach out every year to send me more lighting, and I can't say no because the lights are fantastic, and every year I need more lights. So let's get into this. So in this big box, we have all of our remotes. This is a 4-pack. I might have already snuck a light out of here and used it in my display. So we'll put that there. So here we have our OnForU floodlights. These are the model number G20 RGB. I was looking for the specifications. So specifications on this here is a all right, so we got 20 watts is what so these are 20 watts, suitable for wet locations, which is perfect if you're a yard haunter like me. These lights hold up. They're gonna work perfectly fine. I use them outside all year, all season. They're outside for 2 months. I haven't had an issue with all the rain we've had. I even have them actually literally laying in the grass. These lights are fantastic. I love these lights. So dimensions, they're not really big. 6.02 by 3.8 inches. So they're very small, but they do pack a punch with them. Weight, not very heavy, less than a pound. And then these do have a remote with them, which is great. You walk up to it, you just change your colors, your brightnesses. You got an array of different colors. So these are red, green, and blue mainly. Now I will say, with OnForU's 20 watts, your reds, your greens, and your blues are fantastic. It is a super vibrant color. Now, the white light is also good, but it's more of like a bluish white, obviously, because it's a red, green, and blue variation to make white. But I will say all the other colors that you mix in here are very like whitewashed. They're not very like pronounced. Like the orange isn't extremely orange. It's kind of whitewashed, and your purples are kind of whitewashed. Stuff like that. That's what I will say, at least on these 20 watt ones, because I do have a bunch of these ones. I don't have any of their bigger floodlights, which I do want to try out eventually. So if they want to send a few of those and check those out, I would love to try out some of your 50 watts or 100 watts or whatever else, other stuff was in here. But definitely I would like the step up, so I think that's the 50 watt. But like I said, on this 20 watt, all the little other colors are kind of whitewashed. So when I use these, outside I've pinpointed, I use it for greens, reds, and blues. That's what I've been using these for. Like I said, all your other colors I've went through, and it's just kind of whitewashed and looks a little weird. So if you want like a very specific, like bright orange color, you're not 100% going to get that orange. It's going to be kind of whitewashed. But here you have your quick flash, slow flash, auto. You have your fades, and then a flash, which you just burst through the colors. Then you have jump fades, and then your different types of fades. And then you can adjust the colors, how blue you want it, or how less blue you want it. Brightness, how bright you want it, how dim you want it. You can program different settings to stuff and then hit like play and stuff, but you have on and off. These lights are fantastic. There will be links down below in the description if you guys are interested. But these lights are great. I can't say enough good things about these lights, honestly. You can mount these up. There is a couple I do. Well, last year I think I had some screwed into the fencing. This year I just have everything either zip tied or laying down on the ground. But like I said, these lights are fantastic. They're going to do everything you need them to do. They provide a heck of a lot of light. That I can promise you. They do provide a lot of light. For it only being a little 20 watt, it's going to shine exactly where you want it. And it will flood the yard as well. So the higher you put it up, it will flood the yard and do what you need it to do. But as you can hear, it is raining right now. I was going to take you up front and show you some of these lights that I have. But I do have these out there. And I will take you out there as soon as this rain chills out. And we're going to show you these exact lights. Obviously, these ones are here, but I have others. I'm going to take you out there in my Halloween display and show you these things in action. Other than I don't have like programmed things on here. I don't have pre-programmed settings or the flash or strobes or anything like that going off in my yard. But I will take you outside and I will show you just how bright and how good and vibrant these colors are on these OnForU 20 watt floodlights. So if you're interested in buying these for your yard haunt display, make sure to check out the description for their link to their Amazon store, and you can get in there and purchase these. These are relatively inexpensive as well, so they're not going to break your bank, and I would definitely highly recommend picking these up. They are a grounded cord, so you don't have to worry about anything shorting out. I will say the cords on these are very short. I think it's only like 2 feet. That I would say is kind of the only downfall, because you do need an extension cord most times to get them where you want them. But other than that, I really don't have too many complaints on these. As long as you're going to use red, green, and blue for those for the colors, you're good. They're going to be super red, super blue, and super green. They work great. So let's go ahead and take you outside in this rain and show you what these look like. All right, guys, so here is one of the little 20 watt OnForU floodlights. This is blue, so everything you see over in here that's lit up blue is because of this floodlight. Obviously there in the back I have another one behind that tombstone to light up that stuff there in the corner, but everything that's shining blue up here is solely that floodlight alone. Over here on this Reaper right here is another one right there on the ground, literally laying right in the wet, soaking wet grass, lighting up this Reaper. And it does provide, I mean, like I said, it's super red and he's lit up nice. I mean, you can see how well he's lit up. And then right here is another blue one laying there on the ground. As you can see, this whole side of the yard is all lit up with blue, and that's solely because of that floodlight. So for it only being a little 20 watt light, it provides a lot of light. Back there in the corner underneath the 12-foot skeleton, you see behind the tombstone to the far right of your screen is another one tucked away behind that tombstone, shining up on the 12-foot skeleton. As you can tell, that whole corner and whole area 12 feet up is lit. The whole corner is lit green because of that floodlight. These floodlights are phenomenal. Like I said, the blues are very blue, the red is super red, and the green is very green. So they're just little 20 watt floodlights right there, shining right up. Has him lit very, very well. Now obviously in my display I have multiple different brands and multiple different types of lights out here, but for the most part these are OnForU lights. That is creating, I would say, the ambiance or the little ground lighting. So you see my whole yard is lit up blue. That is OnForU lights. The green from afar with the skeleton is OnForU, and the Reaper up front is OnForU as well. And then the blue all across the floor of my graveyard here is OnForU lighting. So these lights do provide a lot, and they really step your haunt game up.